The last one that I think is important is understanding your cost of goods and understanding your cost for delivery of services, which I see so often in now. And we're doing a juxtaposition to see if these are effective across all businesses in terms of like some of the most effective behaviors. If you don't know that it's not cost effective for you to be doing something, that quite literally is the quickest way to blow your business efficiency. If you're spending a bunch of time on something that's costing you money, you should be spending the time on other things.
Yep.
And I think so often businesses have this grand idea of what their business is going to look like. Like, I am really grateful to work with some local businesses in Toledo that are on the smaller side and are kind of starting. A lot of the times they don't know that they should be breaking down every step of what they're doing into a cost, whether it be the amount of driving time they're doing, whether it be the amount of their time that goes into it, whether it be the actual cost of a good, $2 for the cheese on the pizza, whatever, however much the actual elements of the box costs 10 cents, whatever. They see how much they want to charge. They see what other businesses charge.
Yeah, they'll go on Reddit and it says you have to charge $250 per user. So you're like, okay, well, I have to charge $250 per user, but why? What going into it? And from a restaurant aspect, it's very easy because a lot of it is tangible. Like you said, I have to make this food order. I have to make this paper product order. So like the cheese, the pepperonis, the napkins, the box, it all costs all tangible. And then obviously you have your labor costs. But when you going from like IT, especially a managed service provider, at that point your cost of goods, like it's your licensing and your labor, and there's obviously other overhead and things like that. But why time tracking is important, even if you're on an all you can eat. Like, well, maybe you're losing money because they're paying for X amount of this labor, and if you break your labor hours down, like, is it enough? And yeah, you have to think about all that stuff for all your licensing and what your your price and your cost. And like, it's super easy to do for hardware. Laptop cost me $1,000, I sell it for 1,200. That's you got your margin in there, you got your price and your cost. But it's not as easy to do for your labor.
Definitely not as easy, and especially things that go across time.